So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to script anything in Roblox without knowing Luau, which is basically the Roblox coding language. Now, there's 3 steps to making this work. The first one is I'm going to show you how you can connect Cloud Code to Roblox MCP using VS Code. This is going to be very important right here because this is how you can sync it with Rojo, which is in step 2 right here. We use Rojo for version control, and Rojo is also useful for script syncing. Basically, what script syncing is, there's going to be scripts and code inside of your computer, and using Rojo, you can sync it into Roblox Studio. And then the last step is how to actually prompt Claude to get accurate results. Now, let's start with step 1. First, you want to open up VS Code, and then you want to make sure you have Claude Code downloaded. If you don't know how, on this left side right here, you're going to see extensions, and then you'll see Claude Code right here, or you can just search it up right here, Claude Code, and then it should be the first one that pops up right here. 18 million downloads. Now, once you have it downloaded, you're good on this part. Now you want to go open Roblox Studio, and then you want to go to the top right over here where it says AI Assistant, and then you want to click on the 3 dots, then click Manage MCP Servers. Once you're in here, as you can see, mine's already connected. It says 2 clients connected, but you want to make sure you have this enabled right here. This one, Enable Studio as MCP Server. And then you want to check this one, Visual Studio Code. Make sure you have this on as well. Down here, you go to Setup Instructions. Now, for this, you only have to do this part one time. So you go to JSON configuration. This is the same for everyone. And then you copy it. You take this. There's 2 ways to do this, but me personally, I prefer the easiest way, which is letting Claude do it for you. You go into Claude Code. You tell it, hey, Claude, I want you to connect to my Roblox MCP using this JSON configuration, and then you paste it, and there we go. Connected to Roblox Studio successfully, and it says the name of my place 1, which is the same thing on the top left, place 1. Now we can minimize this, close out of this, and now we're connected to Roblox Studio. Now, why is this so important? Having Roblox MCP connect with VS Code gives it access to 54 tools, and I'm gonna attach a little screenshot of all the tools that Cloud Code now has to do inside of your workspace. Now, that's step 1 done. We're going to move on to step 2 with how to sync with Rojo. Now, there's 2 ways to do this again. There's one where you could search up on Google Rojo RoKit right here, and then you download it right here. Or the easier way, which is the same way that you use to download Cloud Code, you go right here, and then, let me delete this. You look up Rojo. And then I already have mine downloaded, but close out of this. Rojo Roblox Studio Sync. You download this, and then once you have it downloaded, you go back in Roblox Studio. On the plugins tab up here, you want to make sure you have the plugin downloaded, the Rojo plugin. Once you have it downloaded, just click on it, and then this thing will pop up right here. Now, once this pops up, you can also have Claude connect to it every time you start up your Roblox experience. So I'm opening VS Code again. I go here. Where did my Cloud Code go? Oh, right here. There we go. I go over here, maximize this. Now I'm going to tell it, hey, Claude, connect. Oh, no. Hey, Claude, start up the Rojo server. All right, there we go. It says the Rojo server is up and running. And look what Claude did right here. It says, so the Rojo command I was using was, the path command I was using was broken. So it went and fixed it itself. Now, if I had to do this, I probably would have taken a little longer, but this is the power of Claude, you know? It went and fixed it for me, and now all I had to do was just click connect, and as you can see, I'm connected in Studio. Now, Claude has 2 things. First, it has access to the MCP, meaning that it can sync scripts from VS Code right here in my computer files into Roblox Studio. The third thing I'm going to show you is how to actually prompt Claude to get accurate results. Now, for this is where people mess up the most. People tend to ask Claude for some ridiculous stuff like, hey, build me a brain rot game. Hey, build me a fighting game. Like, it's not going to know what you're talking about. You have to be very, very specific. It can't read your mind. And something I want to mention, Claude is only going to be as good as the person using it. If you don't know how to use Claude Code that well, you're not going to have the same results as somebody who's been using Claude for 1 year or 2 years. It's going to take practice. It's going to take some experimenting, but eventually you'll get it. Now, I'm going to clear this conversation right here, and I'm going to ask Claude to, just for testing purposes, let's see. I'm going to go to the Explorer. I'm going to say, hey, Claude, add a red brick in the workspace. And I'm going to move this to the side, and it should spawn somewhere over here by the spawn point. Boom, there it is. Took about 10 seconds, but where is it? It even labeled it red brick right here, and then it gave you a summary right here. Now, I know that was very, very basic, It just added a red brick. I just wanted to get the point across. So now I'm going to show you step by step how to prompt Claude every single time and what format to follow when prompting Claude to get the best results. All right, so we're back in studio. I'm going to leave the exact prompt guide in the description of the video below so you guys can just follow the formula, and then it's basically just fill in the blank. Now, I already created a prompt using this formula, so I'm going to just go ahead and paste it right here, making sure I'm in plan mode, and then I'm going to go ahead and send it. I'm going to let Claude do its thing, and then I'll come back once it's done. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes or so, and Claude Code just finished. I'm going to go ahead and play test to see what it did. Okay, so 3 zombies spawn, that's correct. And I see I have a handgun in my inventory. Let's see if it works. It doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so that's the first error. Okay, let me pause this, and then let me go into the toolbox, search up handgun, and then just for example purposes, I'll use, we'll use this one. And then we'll name it new gun. And then now I'm gonna go back into Claude. And I'm gonna tell it, hey Claude, I just added a new gun in the. Okay, let's give that a minute to work. All right, after about 2 minutes, let's see if it worked. All right, zombies are still here. Okay, nice. Okay. So as you can see, Claude did about 90% of the job correctly, but it still needed human intervention to make it perfect. Now that basically sums up the video, but something I do want you guys to really understand is Claude Code can script basically anything, but you just need to provide it with as much detail as possible. If you can include examples, include examples. If you have scripts from other projects, you can always export those as an RBXMX file, and then you can give it to Claude Code to use as a reference. For example, you can do this with movement systems, gun systems, loading screens, etc. Now, if you guys found this video helpful, please leave a like. And if you have any questions about prompting or you run into any trouble, go ahead and leave it in the comments, or you can join the Discord in my bio. As you know, I'm trying to build a community of Roblox developers where we can help each other out. So feel free to ask any questions in there as well.